Man, as much as I love talking about culture, current events, politics, sports, whatever with Carron J. Phillips, I really enjoy talking music with my man. Same as Vinny. So Carron, all week, man, last 3 days, we've been doing using these music sermon tweets for Black Music Month, which is really 12 months out the year, but we'll go ahead and play along for purposes of this conversation. So for Black Music Month, we've been doing these daily challenges or whatever. So day 24 on June 24th, this song aged terribly. Do you need a second to think about it, or does one jump to mind? Vinny, I don't know if you thought about it already. Vinny, you go first. Carron, take a second to think about it. Oh, okay, go. What you got?
I got two thoughts. One, Alicia Keys' Unbreakable, where she made references to Will and Jada, Bill and Camille, Kimora and Russell. Not really the type of life I'm trying to live.
Little did she know.
Little did she know. And the other one, you'll really like this one. Shantae's Got a Man. Does she?
See,
nah, she's fine. No, because that song was a flex. It was. You know, your man beating on you, cheating on you, all that. And it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Not the reference, but just not having one no more. And she fine.
I got one.
She's still fine.
I got one that's more on a serious. I got one that's more of on a serious tip.
Okay.
As it relates to today's developments, or really this week's developments within the Supreme Court of these United States of America, is ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. About 5 stair steps.
Yes.
Yeah, optimistic, but they got that wrong. And special shout out to Tupac for keeping your head up. You know, and since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman where to create one. We still ain't got that message. So I would say, ooh, Charlie, keep your head up, are not looking very promising in the year of our Lord 2022.
And Mike, I got a really bad. And Mike, I got a really bad one that I'm going to say during commercial because it's really, really bad. But Carron, what you got?
I'm telling you, times is hard right about now. Times is hard. Well, go ahead, Carron.
Well, before I break into my songs to help y'all with the debate y'all were having earlier and yesterday, Mike, "Let's Get Married" is an iconic song from a legendary group. It just has a horrible message. So both of you are correct. It is a great song. The message is just horrible.
Well, but let me ask you about this message. Is it the hook? Because we focus so much on the hook. The rest of the lyrics are rather romantic, are they not?
No, listen. And I know all the lyrics. I knew you were going to ask me about the first and second verse, which sound beautiful with Brandon and Brian Casey singing them that they wrote. But if you actually break the lyrics down, and if the love of your life said these lyrics to you, you probably might be like, for real? That's how you got here? So yes, they sound good, but when you analyze them, they don't necessarily make you feel good. Which is why, again, like I said, classic song, horrible message.
Michael Smith, the song sucks. Let it go, like a lot of us black people have let go of the bald-headed man with the sunglasses. Let the song go.
But to answer the question of the day, songs that have not aged well, there are two. Kendrick Lamar told us we're gonna be all right.
See? Yeah, same thing. We was thinking along the same lines. Yep.
He was giving us a precursor that this latest album was going to be trash when he told us that. See, that's when we should have known. And the other song, which is one that, let's just be honest, it's a classic. But as we're older and we're more advanced as a people, so we say, Keith Sweat's "Right the Wrong Way." The opening line to that song.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's
we
bad.
can't.
Yeah. I guess the guy who shall not be named, his entire catalog could fall into that category. Then.
His whole life.
Yeah.
We can't listen to that man until he's dead.
Maybe even not then.
Yeah.
So as I said the other day, the same song, different verse, that is Kyrie Irving. Love to get your thoughts on the Kyrie Irving / Kevin Durant drama in Brooklyn, Carron.
I have figured out who Kyrie is, and as like a Black Duke fan, and like Kyrie is my favorite player in like Duke history, right? I support Kyrie Irving, the basketball player, not the man, not the guy who tweets and gets on IG. I like his shoes. I like the way he plays basketball. I have, as Vinny stated earlier, I have washed my hands of everything else he's done, especially someone that used to defend him, because I thought he had a really good point before the bubble started about, hey, let's take a beat and think about what was going on.
He did.
And then he wound up being right because there was a lot going on, and I think that got misconstrued. Don't like the way he necessarily sprung it on the players' union, but I thought he had a good idea about what was going on.
Foresight, too.
Listen, yeah, but I think we all have a friend. Yeah, exactly. Like, this isn't Doctor Strange in the madness of the multiverse. But I think we all have a friend or a family member or a cousin or a crazy uncle or someone we know that we love and is a really, really good person. But we know their outlook on life and the way they do things put us in a position which is like, if I didn't love you so much and you haven't been there and I haven't been there for you for so many decades, like, I wouldn't rock with you. And I think that's the point Kevin Durant is in right now. Because, look, would I be shocked if they strike a deal and he stays and this is a non-story in 2 weeks? No, I will be not. But until we get to that point, or if they leave, or if he goes to the Lakers or wherever, I'm not necessarily mad that KD left OKC and went to Golden State. I'm not mad that he went from Golden State to Brooklyn and he's tried to play with Harden again and he left Steph and we've seen what the Warriors have done, and that is going to be a bad rap on KD and his legacy, and people are going to take shots on KD forever. I'm not mad at a grown man making grown man decisions. It's just that Goodwill isn't on Kevin Durant's side. It just feels like he always gets to the party at the wrong time. All the best songs have been played. Like the open bar is
everybody
over.
didn't boot up. Everybody
booed up. He missed the whole slow jam sets. All the single ladies have been picked off, and every time Kevin Durant shows up to the party, it's like, you know, Ricky Fontaine showing up, but you know he ain't Ricky Fontaine no more to everybody.
That's funny.
And that's what it feels like Kevin Durant has turned into, because as great as KD is, it is frustrating to know that, you know, he did this on his own, that when we look at his legacy, when it's all said and done, and there's a 30 for 30 on like this, the most unguardable dude we've ever seen, it's going to be a lot of talking heads on there like me, you, and Vinny, like, yeah, he was great. He was amazing. But he just kept picking the wrong places to go play basketball, and things didn't turn out necessarily right for him.
Oh, he only picked one wrong place to play basketball. Yeah. That's all.
I agree with the Golden State, but I mean, like from Brooklyn, and if he leaves, say he leaves Brooklyn, like, where can he go that is going to make sense? And like, I just don't know what is going to happen with this saga, because that's what it turned into, and I hate that it's happening to KD.
No, it's like taking a job and moving in a new city, and you move your family, and then all of a sudden their company goes under. It's like, well, damn, I just got here. Hey, Mr. Black Duke fan, how good is Paolo Banchero going to be in the NBA, and specifically with this core that Orlando is assembling? I know you watched every game of his.
I very rarely on top picks in any class. It doesn't matter what school they came from, because I think the way this is what the one and done era did to us, right? I'm not mad at the era. It is an NBA rule for a lot of people who are watching this who probably still think it's a college rule. No, this is the NBA's rule. And I said what I said because I don't think we give these kids an opportunity to grow and learn in this social media era. Everyone's got a podcast, and I wish people would stop, because a lot of these podcasts are trash. Everyone has takes. We're in this 24 hours news cycle, and it's like these 18 and 19-year-olds, sometimes they don't figure out to 24, 25. Most of the times, they're really, really good players and prospects with talents, and you go to these bad teams the way the lottery is set up. Like, let's look at Andrew Wiggins. For all the things that frustrated us about Andrew Wiggins for years, I will never forget him taking only 6 shots in his final game at Kansas against Stanford without Joel Embiid, and Tariq Black had to be the leading scorer on that team. it took until him getting to Golden State for it to click because Andrew Wiggins was always in bad situations. And he finally got to the right situation.
And wasn't able to transcend them. Yeah.
It wasn't like he didn't have the teammates and the coaching and the staff around him to put him in position to be the guy we saw in the finals. So you're just like, wow, is he really doing this to Jason Tatum every night? And I just wish these lottery and top 5 picks every year could go to places like that to cultivate the talent properly. So yes, Paolo is amazing. Like Paolo's been amazing. But I'm also like, all right, him and Wendell Carter, they could be at the 4 and the 5. But I'm like, all right, you got Cole Anthony, you got Jalen Suggs, you got Gary Harris, you got Markelle Fultz.
He's in Orlando.
He's in Orlando, and I'm looking at this roster and the coaching staff and the GM, and I'm just be like, why should I believe that this is the best place for Apollo's career to make him the star that he can be?
Hey, listen, we about to go. You said a couple minutes ago, you mentioned what's going on. It kind of triggered something. I'm going to say something as we go to break just to mess with y'all. Early in the week, we talked about covers that are better than the original. You know what I listened to today? These Songs for You Live by Donny Hathaway. Vinny, Superwoman. He covered Stevie's Superwoman.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Not to mention what's going on. He covered What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. And Donny Hathaway is right there. I'm not gonna go so far as say it's better than Stevie or better than Marvin, but What's Going On is Superwoman live.
You gonna say something against Saginaw with somebody from Saginaw on the show right now? That's what you gonna do?
I'm saying it from a distance. Because I didn't want that smoke up close, Carron.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.